Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Former Congress leader Sushmita Dev's exit from the party hardly comes as a surprise to those who've been closely observing politics, who've been closely observing her trajectory. In fact, Sushmita only becomes the latest in a long list of young leaders who've left the Congress in recent times, and this in turn shows the deep rut in the party. It shows the deep sense of disillusionment among these young go-getter leaders. The bigger problem for the Congress is that these are the leaders, whether you look at Priyanka Chaturvedi, whether you look at Jitin Prasad, whether you look at Jyotiraditya Scindia, whether you look at Pradyot Debbarma, who's from Tripura. These are the young leaders who were expected to be a part of the new Congress that Rahul Gandhi was building, who were expected to be part of the Gen Next of the Congress who would take the party forward. And all these leaders were seen as being close to Rahul Gandhi, including Sushmita Dev. And yet, what happens? What happens is that these leaders leave the Congress, they've joined other parties or floated their own party, as in Pradyot's case. And it's been a big loss for the Congress. Now, where does all this come from? There is, of course, something to be said about loyalty in politics. There's something to be said about ideology in politics. There's something to be said about patience in politics. Very true, yes. But how long can these young leaders who are ambitious, who want to be in power, just keep waiting, twiddling their thumbs, hoping Rahul Gandhi at some point would emerge into the scene and be able to take the party out of the deep rut? Perhaps these young leaders are tired, not just because the Congress does not have a future, does not seem to have a future at this point, but also because they have stopped wielding power even within the party. And they have very little to do. If you look at Sushmita, there are many speculations about why she left the Congress, but one, of course, is the fact that there was very little she was doing in the party right now. Her term as Mahila Morcha president comes to an end. The Congress has been losing elections in Assam very badly. It has been doing badly in Assam elections in both Lok Sabha and the Assembly. Sushmita herself lost her seat in Lok Sabha in the 2019 election. It was a family bastion. She lost that seat largely because of the stand the Congress took as far as CAA is concerned, which went against Sushmita's politics in a largely Bengali-dominated region. And, despite the fact that she comes from a Congress family, as it were, her father, Santosh Mohan Dev, was a popular politician from Assam. Sushmita seems to have left to join the Trinamool Congress without compromising ideologically, as she claims. Look at the other leaders, if you look at Jitin, who left, there was very little for him in Uttar Pradesh, where the Congress really seems to be down in the dumps for a while now. If you look at Priyanka Chaturvedi, she left complaining about the treatment she was meted out and how the party did not stand up for her. Jyotiraditya Scindia, of course, everybody knows why he left the Congress. So everybody has a reason to leave the Congress. Everybody feels that they are not getting what they deserve. Then, of course, there is the perennially unhappy Sachin Pilot, there is the inscrutable Milind Deora, and there is the unsure Dipinder Hooda. So it's a really long list. And as I said, all these leaders are young leaders who were part of the Congress Rahul Gandhi was building. So it seems that Rahul's Congress, as it were, is collapsing even before it could be constructed. This under-renovation party is losing some crucial pillars, and mind you, none of these leaders are liabilities for the party. They are in fact all very ambitious, all feisty, articulate, and important mass faces of the party as well. Sushmita does have some form of mass base in Assam, and one can't quite take that away from them. This is very different from, the G23, which has become a rebellion group of seniors in the Congress, because, see, at the end of the day, the G23 group has more of an advisory role now. Most of the politicians in it are past their prime, are past the active stage of politics, and they are unlikely to jump ship. What is important, of course, is the prudent advice they are giving the leadership, which the leadership ought to listen to. But these young leaders who have a mass base, who have won elections in the past, who are articulate, who can bring something to the party in the Modi Shah era, leaving is a big loss for the Congress. And the leadership, however, does not seem to be taking this seriously at all. There seems to be no reflection in as far as the high command is concerned, and the fact that so many young leaders are leaving, it's not an aberration, it's a pattern, and it reflects a deep rut in the party. One, of course, it reflects the fact that the leadership is unable to retain talent, is unable to look beyond itself to be able to satisfy the ambitions, the aspirations of young go-getters. It also reflects the lack of a proper leadership at the national level, someone behind whom everybody can rally, and it also reflects the fact that these politicians seem to feel that not only do they have no political future, with the Congress, they also feel they have no political future in the Congress. And they're not getting their due, they're not getting what they deserve, and they're just merely waiting around for Rahul Gandhi to become president again, then to start rebuilding the party as it were again. And this seems perhaps to these young leaders a waste of time. If you look back, I recall in the July of 2018, there was an informal interaction that Mr. Rahul Gandhi held with women journalists, select women journalists at Delhi's India Habitat Center. And in that interaction, leading the interaction were three key women faces who were going to be the Gen Next women faces for the party. They were coordinating everything, they were leading everything, they were guiding Rahul Gandhi, and that was Priyanka Chaturvedi, there was Sushmita Dev, and there was Divya Spandana. Well, 2018 to now, the fact that none of them are anymore with the Congress says a lot. And yet the leadership seems to be in some deep slumber. All they do when someone leaves the party is point towards their lack of ethics, points towards the fact that, perhaps these young leaders don't have patience, don't have loyalty, don't have ideology, and that prevents them from reflecting, from looking within, from understanding where the party is really going wrong. It's very important for the entire party to stop obsessing about the family, and it's very important for the family to stop expecting everybody to just pledge loyalty blindly, instead of understanding what these young leaders really need and how to keep them in the party. In fact, a senior leader, Kapil Sibal, recently tweeted saying the party is moving with its eyes wide shut. Well, unfortunately, it's worse than that. The Congress is in this very tricky, slippery mode of sochna kya jo bhi hoga dekha jayega mode, and that does not spell well for any political party, especially at a time when your rival is so powerful and can only be taken on with fresh blood, with leaders who are feisty, and with leaders who are the future. For more, you can log on to our website, theprint.in, to read my column, Politics.